everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm your online friend Shirley, and today I kind of want to talk about the topic about job and career. Like, first of all, everyone is different. Everyone is unique. Everyone comes to this world with their own mission, with their own unique path, with their own unique story to write and finish. However, a lot of time we tend to follow other people's path that we aren't able to find which path should we go. What kind of person should we become? What path should we follow? What should we do at that moment? There could be a moment that we're standing at a crossroads, that we're just lost, we're just confused. We don't know what to do. We don't know where to go. And yeah, so cute. So when we are confused and lost, we usually just think we should do what other people is doing because they succeed in their path. So we tend to just follow their path. We tend to follow and rewrite other people's story just because that story worked. So today I kind of want to say that that is not the case. Everyone has our unique stories to write. Everyone has our unique path to walk. Everyone has our own unique experiences, and we don't have to just do what other people is doing just because we're confused, just because we don't know what we should do, just because their story worked. So we also want to follow and copy paste their story and thought that will work for us too. No, the fun part about life is for us to find our purpose, to find our path, to find what we're really good at, to understand, have a deeper and more clear understanding about who we are. So what I want to say is, a lot of time that we thought what we should do probably is not the path that could lead us to the success, could lead us to our destiny. Sometimes we thought what we should do just because that we saw other people is all doing the exact same thing and it worked. But what I want to say is we should find our own path. We should find our own way. We should create our uniqueness and accept our uniqueness. We don't need to just fit in just because we're different. We're different because we meant to shine. We meant to stand out. And you should never cut off your edges just because you don't want to be unique, just because you don't want to be different. The thing you think you should do is probably not the path that your life is leading you. And we should all accept that fact, that each of us has our unique path. So don't ever think because you're not doing what everyone's doing and then you just feels like you're a failure, that you just feels like you have to find the exact same thing as everyone is doing so you can fit in. So you feel you're doing something right. So you feel you are on the right track. That's not the thing. Your right track is 100% defined by you. What works for you is your right track. There is no right track, wrong track. It's just what works for you is your path. What works for you is your way. What works for you is your solution. What works for you is your success. What works for you is the right track. We always define the right track as just because 90% people is doing that, so we just feel that should be the right track for me too. That should be what I'm aiming at. That should be what I'm doing as well. If I'm not doing that, I feel I'm a failure. That's not true. That's not true. For some people, they're just not meant to do as what everybody else is doing. It's really hot in here. The sun is just really warm today. Don't look at your surrounding environment. Don't look at what everyone is doing around you and use that information to define who you are and what you should do. You should always define and choose your path. Make the decision 100% based on your uniqueness, 100% based on your intuition, 100% based on your own situation, not other people's situation, not the situation around you, but your own situation. What's your own situation? what you want to do, what you feel inspired, what you feel passionate about, what you love, what is your passion, what you want to do. If you only have one day left in this world, would you have any regrets? Would you have anything that you feel unfinished? Is there a thing that you truly want to do that you doesn't even care about the reward? Is there a thing that makes you very passionate about this? Sometimes you forgot time and space. Is there a thing that truly inspires you that you feel every time you're doing it, you feel the sense of accomplishment? It doesn't matter if you win an award or if you get any recognition. Just by doing that, you feel a sense of accomplishment. If you found that thing, then that is the path to go. It is not, the path is not because, oh, everyone's walking left, I should go left as well. No, everyone walking on the left, but if you want to turn right, you create your own path. You create your own way to get there. That is your way, that is your solution, that is your success, that is your victory. It's not defined by others, but it's defined by you. And you should never be discouraged just because you're different, just because you're unique. You should be proud of that because you meant to do something different. You meant to be standing out. You meant to shine. You meant to bring out some goodness to this world. You meant to bring out your talent. You meant to show this world your own way. You meant to show this world your talent. You meant to show them your light. Usually when people is going through difficulties, that we have lots of doubts in our heart, that we feel we're a failure, that we couldn't accomplish the simple task as other people could just easily finish. You know, so usually those type of person are the chosen ones that you have to believe. You don't have to believe. That's the fact. You are the chosen one. You've chosen to experience something different. You're chosen to be the pioneer to create a brand new path. You've chosen to show and bring out your inner beauty to this world. And you're chosen to bring something different, something unique to this world. I mean, what is the fun? What is the interesting part is if everyone is exactly the same. That they're going to the same school, they get the same grade, they all get graduated at the same time. After graduation, everyone get married at the same time, have kids at the same time, doing the same job, going to the same company, and going back home at the same time, cook the same dinner, have the same exact flavor of food. What's the point of that? How is that fun? Life is fun and wonderful because everything is different. It's vivid, it's beautiful, it's wonderful. That because of the variety, because of the possibilities, not because everything is exactly the same. So if you're different, especially if you're going through a low point of your life, you should feel extremely happy, because when things go down too deep, they will jump back very high. And that is the law of the world. Like on the extreme side of yin is yang. On the extreme side of yang is yin. On the extreme side, on the other side of the darkness is light. And on the other side of the light is darkness. It's like as we going through winter, the spring would come. As we going through the darkness, the light would come. As we overcoming our fundamental darkness, we found our own way of awakening. We found our own way of our own story, of our unique story, of our own path, our own mission. So that is something I want to bring out today. I know everyone has doubt about ourselves when we reach a low point in our life. When we see our differences, or when we see our uniqueness is causing inconveniences in our life. That everyone is getting a lot of blessings by fitting in the society, but we, as the outliers, because we're different, because we're unique, we have to experiencing things that other people didn't experience before. We have to feel the feelings that other people can't feel the same. They can't even empath. They can't even understand what you're talking about. Because you're different and unique experiences. Because you're different and unique past. And that's all create who you are. And because you're the chosen ones. And once you went through the low point, you will have your victory. And it is a unique victory just for you. It is a unique success just for you. My perspective is everyone is different. Everyone is unique. And we should never to hide our uniqueness. We should never to cut off our edges just to become the same as our surroundings, just to become the same as our environment, just to become the same as our peer. Because that makes no fun to this world. The world is wonderful. The world is miraculous because of the variety, because of the differences, because of the uniqueness. So accept your uniqueness and never to define your own success or failure based on other people's definition. That either society or other people or your friends, because they're all having, let's say, because they're all having a secure job doesn't mean you have to do the same. Like you could start your own business. You could do something totally different. You could be a YouTuber. You could be a singer. You could be an artist. You know, there are so many possibilities, and it doesn't mean other people's path is the path you should take just because there are 90% people is taking that path. No, you create your own path. You be the pioneer to your own journey. And never be afraid of that, because what works for other people might not work for you, and you might not meant to do that. Like if you keep working to that direction, all you get is disappointment. But once you turn back, once you turn around, look around, and really find your uniqueness, really find your talents, and you went down that path, the northern star that has always been guiding you, you'll probably will see that you success like very quickly, that you spend less time and achieve a better result. Accept your uniqueness. Accept your different. Accept your differences. And find the path that works for you. And follow that path. Find the path that inspires you. Find the path that gives you strength and courage. That is the right track for you. What is right track? What is wrong track? Just because this track works for other people doesn't mean this has to work for you. Just because 90% people choose this way doesn't mean you have to go to the same direction. What works for you is your right path. What works for you is your northern star. So never worry about, never get discouraged about your situation. Don't let the situation define you. You define the situation. You define who you are. You define who you want to become in the future. And you shall receive your own victory. That's everything I like to share today. Make sure you subscribe and follow my channel. And till next time, stay empowered and strong. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.